Hello my champions, how are you all? I hope all of you are doing good. Yes, so today is day 6 of our ongoing series, which is 99% in 99 days, okay, for CBSE Maths 10th. Okay, I hope all of you are working hard to solve all the questions that I'm doing. We have completed our first chapter, real numbers. Today we'll talk about session 1, the part 1 of polynomials. In this session we'll talk about what? Polynomials and zeros of the polynomial. We'll also talk about definition of the polynomial, types of polynomial. All of this will be discussed in detail. We'll see the examples of the polynomial and we'll solve questions on zeros of the polynomial as well. Okay, so I hope you are prepared for the session. Take your pen and paper out, okay, and solve all the questions with me. When I'm explaining the concept, please be attentive and solve all the questions. Okay, one more thing, I think in the next session you'll have a revision test, a mock test on the real numbers, so please be prepared on that, and on Sunday you'll have the test. Okay, so now let's move on to the next. We'll talk about the weightage of this chapter. We'll talk about the chapter plan first. What is chapter plan? What is there in this chapter? First coming up is, as per NCERT, as per your board syllabus, this is what? Definition and types of polynomials. Means what is a polynomial and what are the types of polynomials are there. We're going to discuss in this session. Okay, we'll discuss this part in this session only. Then comes what? What is the zero of a polynomial and graphical meaning. So we're going to discuss this part and this part. Only this part we'll discuss in the session today. Okay, only this part we'll discuss in the session today. This we'll see in the coming sessions. So graphical meaning of the zero of a polynomial. Next comes what? Relationship between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. Means how can they relate between the coefficient of the polynomial with the zeros of the polynomial. So this is the chapter plan. Means this is the main topics which is there in a chapter as per your NCERT, as per your board syllabus. Moving on. This is the latest board syllabus. Okay, moving on, the chapter weightage. But the thing is, we have unit wise weightage. We don't have chapter weightage for just polynomials, but we know that it's a part of very important unit, 20 mark biggest unit, which is algebra. Okay, so you can expect, which is having how many chapters? Total 4 chapters are there in algebra. You can expect 4 to 5 marks coming from this chapter also. It can be more than also, it can be less also. It's not a fixed number. Just we are expecting to come, 4 to 5 marks on an average they can ask in this chapter from, in your board's examination. So in that, so if you see polynomials, we have 4 to 5 weightage. Graphical meaning, you can expect MCQ or 4-marker question. So what they do, they give you a graph and they'll ask you questions on the graphical meaning. So 4-marker case study you can expect on the graphical meaning of zeros, or MCQ you can also expect. What about this relationship between zeros and the coefficient of the polynomial? So this is basically dealing with zeros of the polynomial. You can expect how many questions? MCQ can come, 2-marker can come, 3-marker can come, 4-marker can come. Achha, this is not to, I'm saying that, sir, MCQ plus 4 mark like that. No, I'm saying the category of question that can be asked from this part, where the zeros and the relationship of zeros with the coefficient, you can expect in MCQ to 2, 3, 4 mark questions. Okay, 5-marker questions very difficult, they ask from this category. Okay, so MCQ and 4-marker expect from the graphical meaning. If they give graphical meaning in 4-mark question, it becomes sometimes tricky, sometimes very easy. So we'll see that type of questions also in the coming sessions. For now, we'll talk about only definitions. Let's see. Coming up next is what? Definition of what? Polynomial. When can we say a given statement, mathematical statement, is a polynomial? Okay, any mathematical statement given to us is a polynomial when, sir? Whenever you have an algebraic expressions that consist of both constants and the variable. Consisting of what? Both constants and the variable, sir. For example, check here, only 2. If I write this polynomial y equals to 2, okay, or fx equals to 2, this is just a constant polynomial. Okay, means only constant is there. Over here 2x plus 2, variable and constant both combination is present here. Here the degree was 1, here the degree is 2, highest power is what? 2. Over here what? 2x plus 2, 2x square plus 2x plus 2 again, 3 terms are there, 2 terms are there, only constant term is there. So all these varieties are okay, but provided that it has to be algebraic expression with constant and variables in it. Moving on. Now how can we classify polynomials? We have 2 bases to classify it. The category 1 is on the basis of degree. What is degree, sir? If you remember, degree is highest power of the variable. Power of the variable, bacha. What I mean by that, please have a look. 2x plus 2 was the highest power, x power 1. Over here, x power 2 is there, x power 1 is there, and over here if you write it like this, 2 into x power 0. So x power 0 is there, highest power is what? 2. So this will become what? Power degree is 2, degree is 1. So on the basis of degree, the classification is there. On the basis of a number of terms, classification is there. So we'll see both the classifications. Number of terms means check here, 1 term, 2 term, 3 term, and like that. We have classification on the basis of degree and the number of terms. We'll see in this session. Moving on. Now let's take some more examples on the polynomial. Okay, for example, if I write like this, fx equals to 0. Is this a polynomial, sir? Yes, this is a polynomial, sir. It's a 0 polynomial. Okay, moving on, I can write like this, sir. X power 5 plus x minus 2 equals to minus 2. Okay sir, just minus 2, not equal to 0, just minus 2. Is this a polynomial sir? Yes, it is a polynomial. Of what order bacha? Of power 5, means it's the power is 5, the degree is 5, means order is 5. Okay, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next what when can we say that there is no, you know, the given expression is not a polynomial? I can write like this: x root x plus 2. What's the degree over here bacha? Please check. X power 1 times of x power 1 by 2. What is this going to be? X power 3 by 2. So what is the power over here? 3 by 2. So understand this, the variable's power always has to be what? A whole number. You can't have a fraction for that. You can't have a rational number for that. It has to be always what? A whole number. So always, if they're asking you question, and they do ask question to check whether the given polynomial is a given expression is a polynomial or not, you have to check what? Check for the whole number powers. If it is there, good sir. For example, this. Okay, you can take more examples like this. If I take like this, okay, 1 by x plus 2, is it there sir? No bacha, it is not there. Why sir? Please check. I can write this as x power minus 1 plus 2. What does x power minus 1 means? It's an integer sir, not a whole number. Only whole number is allowed. So not a polynomial and not a polynomial. So look for, whenever there's a question based upon this MCQ they can ask, look for the powers to be whole number. I hope this is okay. Moving on, chaliye. This is again very important announcement for all of you. As you know, every year, okay, at Diksha we are organizing DSHAT to benefit, you know, to have students have, you know, more clarity, more benefit about it, about your what is should be done after grade 10. So if you have this question in your mind as well, sir, I don't know, I'm not really sure what should I do after grade 10. Don't do anything, just enroll, go visit the link given in the description for the DSAT, enroll here. People will reach out to you from our team, okay, and then you have to write DSAT over here. What is DSAT? DSAT is the combination of your aptitude and your scholarship test. After writing this test, you will have a very good, you know, idea what to choose for your career, whether you should go in the commerce side, science side, in science also, which stream should I choose, sir? Okay, so you'll have this idea after writing DSAT. You'll get this, you know, very much clarity about this. Okay, you can also check, you can also assess your competency level for your you know, competitive examination like JEE or KSAT or NEET, whatever you should, you know. For example, right now we are in 10th, we don't know what I am good on all subjects, sir, which should I choose? Okay, if I make a mistake right now, it'll be, you know, I'll have a struggle in my career later. So better to make a good decision right now. For that, Diksha comes up every year for this, you know, with this program for DSAT, which helps students, you know, reach a decision or reach a right decision for their career path. Okay, so make use of this benefit. Okay, link is given in the description. Please go there, visit the link, and get your queries answered. Okay, moving on, let's see classification. We were talking about polynomials, so classification of the on the basis of number of terms. What was it? Basis of degree, basis of number of terms. Please check. Basis of number of terms, bacha. So first one, monomial. Monomial means what? Whenever you have only one term, whether it is a constant, whether it's a variable, just a constant, doesn't matter. I can take just here y power 5 also, no problem. Okay, anything, just a variable, just a constant, combination of variable and constant, degree should be anything, doesn't matter. If the term is only one, we call that to be monomial. A polynomial containing only one term is monomial. Binomials are same thing with two terms. So with two terms we call it as polynomials. We call trinomial to be what? A polynomial containing three terms is what? Trinomial. Please check here, trinomial 1, 2, 3. Again 1, 2, 3. Three terms are there. Okay. More than this we call actually polynomials only. Okay. For 4, for 5, we simply call that to be polynomials. Number of terms is 4. We call it to be polynomials. Okay. But till 3 we have standard definitions as monomial, binomial, and trinomial. Moving on. This is very simple. Not much is required in this. On the basis of degree, sir. Okay. Constant polynomial. What is it, sir? When degree is 0. How come, sir? I wrote this. 2 was given. I can write this 2 as bacha. 2 times of x power 0. 2 times of x power 0. How much is that going to be? Tell me. 2 times of 1. How much is that, sir? Simply 2. Because x power 0 is what? 1, no? So, a constant polynomial is a polynomial with a degree 0. With a degree 0. Very, very important. They ask this directly in the what? In this MCQ side. Okay. Second one. Linear polynomial is degree is 1. What about quadratic polynomial? In the quadratic polynomial, what is the degree, bacha? Degree is 2. Okay. X square, y square, p square. Cubic polynomial degree is
3. Degree is 3. I hope you understand this. Okay. What about 0 polynomial, sir? What is degree? Not defined. Very, very important. Not defined. Now you might say, sir, why not? I can write 0 to be x power 0, no? 0 times of x power 0. So it will be defined only, no, sir. But what number should be this x? How will you know that? I can write any number for x, 1 also, 2 also, 3 also, anything should be there. So this is not defined, bacha. We cannot write it like this. What's going to be answer? For 0 polynomial, the degree is not defined. For linear, 1, quadratic 2, cubic 3, constant, you have degree as 0, but 0 polynomial, degree is undefined. Again, they keep asking this question. This is their favorite MCQ. They keep asking this. You know, they repeat it after 1 year, 2 year. They keep asking this problem. 0 polynomial degree is what? Answer is undefined. Okay, please know it. No mistakes over here. Very, very important. Okay, chaliye, moving on. Moving on. What is the value of a polynomial? Means, when this word comes to us, value of a polynomial, what do we mean by that? It means that if I substitute some value for x, it means I take x equals to, let's say, 1, 0, minus 1. I take all these values. I can take any value, right? I can take irrational number also. Anything I can take. For any value of x, what's the value of the polynomial at that value? Let's take for 1. If I take 1, what I'm going to get? I've taken an example over here. 35x minus 2. 35 times of 1 minus 2. How much is that, bacha? 35 minus 2. How much is that, bacha? 33. 33. If I take for 0, what is the answer? If I take for 0, the answer would be simply minus 2. Likewise, okay. Same if I take this p of, let's say, 1. Polynomial value at 1 will be given by what? For the second one, 2 times of 1 the square minus 6 times of 1 plus 2. 2 minus 6 plus 2, simply what? Minus 2. So polynomial, whenever we talk about value of a polynomial, we'll have to talk about at which point. At point x equals to 1, x equals to 2, whatever the point is, you have to tell me that value, then only I can find the, substitute that value in the polynomial and get the result, and this will be what? Value of the polynomial. This is what? This is my value of polynomial at x equals to what, bacha? 1. Okay. Or we simply write this as p of 1. We write this as simply p of 1. Very simple. Not much is there. Moving on. Now coming to the most important part of this chapter, okay, which is 0 of a polynomial. Okay. What's the meaning of zeros of a polynomial? Okay, zeros is nothing but the plural version of 0. So zeros of means, is this a 0? Is the number 0 written there? No, there is a significance of 0, but we'll see how. What are the zeros of the polynomial means what? What are those values? Zeros means, what are those values of x? Means for what values of x? 1, 2, 3. I can have how many values? We'll see that. How many zeros a polynomial can have. But for what values of x? My polynomial px will become equal to 0. Means we were finding the value of the polynomial, right? So if I put the value of x something in the polynomial, if the answer is 0, then this value x will be called as 0 of the polynomial px. Example, please check an example. If say I've written what? I've written what of polynomial px equals to x, bacha. Px equals to x. So what is the 0 over here? So simply 0. For x equals to 0, what is my px? Sir, px is equals to 0. Okay. I take another example. Sir, px equals to x minus 1. When will this polynomial be 0? When x equals to 1, sir. So please check for p of 1, what I'm going to get? 1 minus 1, how much is that? I replace x by 1, right? So 1 minus 1, how much is that? 0. So since the value 1 for x is making the polynomial equal to 0, I can call what? I can call 1 is a 0 of px, the polynomial px. Okay, there are two different examples. All right, the value that makes the polynomial 0, that is called as 0 of the polynomial. Very simple. Moving over here. So what is the 0 of the polynomial over here? Please check. How are we going to find it? Simply put px as 0. Whatever value you're going to get for x will be the corresponding 0 value. So put this 2 over here, you're going to get what? 0 minus 2 is minus 2. How much is that, bacha? 5x. Bring this 5 over here, you're going to get what? Minus 2 upon 5. This is my answer. So minus 2 upon 5 is that value which will make this polynomial equal to 0. You want to check? Please have a look. 5 times of minus 2 by 5 plus 2. 5 and 5 cancels. Minus 2 plus 2. How much is that? Simply 0. Means minus 2 by 5 is that value of x which will make this polynomial 0. Hence, this is called as 0 of the polynomial px. Same I can do for this question also. How can I do it? Again I have to do what, bacha? I have to put x square plus 5x, my polynomial, equal to 0. Px equals to 0 we have put. Can I factorize this? X square plus 6x minus x minus 6 equal to 0. How come, sir? Splitting the middle term, right? Writing 5x is what? 6x minus x. Okay. Please check. The product is how much? Minus 6x square, which is same as the product of the first and last term. Take x common, bacha, here. So x plus 6 I am getting. Take here minus 1 common. I am again getting x plus 6 equal to 0. Please check. X minus 1 I have and x plus 6 I have. What are the values of x that I am getting? If I equate this to 0, I get what? X equals to 1. Equate this part to 0, I get what? X equals to 1. When I equate this, I get what? X equals to minus 6. So these two are the zeros of the polynomial x square plus 5x minus 6. You want to check? Please verify. Please verify. Put x as 1. You can get this as 1 plus 5. 5 into 1 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. So that is true, sir. Check as minus 6. Minus 6 square is how much, bacha? Minus 6 square is 36. 5 into minus 6. So minus 30. Minus 30 and minus 6 is how much? Minus 36. Minus 30 and minus 6 is minus 36. And how much was this? 36. 36 minus 36 is 0. So answer is what? 0 again. So it means these two are zeros. I hope you have, you got a point over here. What is the point? For linear polynomial, he had only 1 0. For quadratic, what he had? This quadratic, no, power is degree is 2. So quadratic polynomial, you have 2 zeros. It means that if the degree is n for the polynomial, the maximum value, the maximum number of zeros that can exist for the degree will be n only. You will see this. Okay, please check. Moving on. So very important. First point is the same thing. Please see this. Number of zeros of a polynomial cannot exceed the degree of the polynomial. For example, if I take linear, what's the maximum number of zero can be there for linear? It'll be what, bacha? It'll be only 1. Number of zeros is only 1. For quadratic, what is it? Only 2. Okay, the number of zeros is 2. For cubic, 3. For cubic it is 3. For biquadratic, 4. Biquadratic means power 4. When degree is 4. These are what? Max number of zeros. These are what? Maximum number of zeros. Okay. Second one, a constant polynomial does not have a 0. Okay, because if I write like this, fx equals to 2. Can you make this polynomial 0 any other way? Can you make this polynomial 0 any way? What value will take for x that this will become equal to 0? For what value of x this will become equal to 0? Sir, for no value, sir. This cannot become equal to 0 at all. It means that a polynomial, what a polynomial, sir? Constant polynomial cannot have any 0. Okay, I hope this is understandable. Very, very simple. Okay, moving on. My first problem, sir. What is it? Please read the question. If one of the zeros of a quadratic polynomial k minus, they have given the polynomial quadratic. Why quadratic, sir? Because degree is 2 plus kx plus 1 is minus 3. They have given the 0. So what they have given? They have given 0 to be equal to what? Minus 3. Okay, and if I take this polynomial to be like this, px equals to k minus 1 x square plus kx plus 1. Then find the value of k. We know that if this is 0, it means what? It means very simple. P of minus 3 would be what, bacha? 0 only, no? P of minus 3 will be simply says 0. Very, very simple. So put it here. Find the value of P of minus 3 from here. What I'm going to get? Keep k as it is. K minus 1 the. So x is there, no? So minus 3 the whole square plus k times of minus 3 plus 1. Have a look. K minus 1 times what, bacha? 9 minus 3k plus 1. How much is this? This is 0, sir. How come? Because 3 is a 0. Minus 3 is a 0. So please check. I'll get what? 9k minus 9 minus 3k plus 1. Okay? 9k minus 9 minus 3k plus 1. How much is this? Bring this 9 over here and this 1 also over here on this side. You get plus 9 minus 1 equals to what? 9k minus 3k is how much? 6k, sir. Bring this over here. I get 8 by 6 equals to k. Simplify. You're going to get this k as 4 by 3. 4 by 3. My final answer. Means for minus 3 to be 0 of the given statement, given polynomial, k has to be equal to what? K has to be equal to 4 by 3. Okay, please have a look. I hope this is visible. Okay, all right, no doubt over here. If there is any doubt, put the question number 1. If you have any doubt, write question number 1, sir. Doubt is this. Whatever you think, just write exactly in the comment section. I'll try to answer your query. Okay, if the 0 of a quadratic polynomial x square plus a plus 1 x plus b are 2 minus 3. Why they have given 2 zeros here, sir? Please check. Zeros, how many are given there? 2 and minus 3 means they have given 2 zeros, bacha. Why 2, sir? Because there are two variables also, na? A and b. So using one of the number, one of the 0, 2, you will find one equation for a, same way you will find for another equation for a and b. You will solve it to get the answer. Please check. So if the zeros of the quadratic polynomial is like this, how will I solve it? Substitute. So if I take this polynomial to be px again, x square plus a plus 1 times of x plus b. My polynomial is like this. I assume to be equal to px. Put the value of 2 in place of x. You're going to get what? P2 equals to x square, 2 square, bacha, forgive me, 2 square plus a plus 1 times of 2 plus b. And how much is this going to be, bacha? 0. How much is that? 4 plus 2a plus 2 plus b. Please get the equation from here. I get what? 2a plus b equals to minus 6. Not sure? Please check. 2a plus b on the same side. I'll bring this 4 and 2 together as 6 over the side of 0. I'll get what? 2a plus b equals to minus 6. My equation number 1. For equation number 2, please have a look. Same thing I'll do with the other root, which is minus 3. So p of minus 3, I'll find it out. How much I'm going to get? Please check. Minus 3 square plus a plus 1 times of minus 3 plus b. How much I'm going to get? 9 plus, sorry, it's not plus, it's minus 3, no? Please check. Minus 3 times of a is how much? Minus 3a, okay? And minus 3 plus b, okay? If you simplify this, you're going to get what? 9 minus 3 is how much? 6. Bring it over here. This is 0, right? Because minus 3 is a 0. So you're going to get what? 9 minus 3 is how much? 6. Bring it over here. You get minus 6 equals to what, bacha? Minus 3a and what? Okay, this is minus 6, no? 9 minus 3 is 6. So bring it over here, minus 6. Minus 3a plus b. Equation number 2. Now do one thing. Do subtraction of 1 minus 2. Do it over here. What is equation 1? So 2a plus b equals to minus 6. Next one is what? Minus 3a. I hope this is visible. Okay, no sir. Have a look. Minus 3a plus b equals to minus 6. Difference means sign change will be there. So plus minus plus goes out. This also goes out. I get what? 5a equal to 0. It means what? A equal to 0. Put in this equation. A 0 means what? This whole thing will be 0. So what is b equal to? Minus 6. So b equal to minus 6. This is my answer. Please have a look. They were asking me the value for what? Asking me the value for a and b only. Find the value of a and b. So from the two given zeros, I got two equations for a and b, and I got my result as a equals to 0 and b equal to minus 6. Answer is a equal to 0 and b equal to minus 6. Very, very simple. Have a look. I hope this is visible. Okay. Have a look. Yes. Okay. I'll move on now to question number 3. Question says find the quadratic polynomial having zeros. Think about it. Whenever we are finding it, the question, if you look at over here, okay, not over here, yeah. How did we do it? We got two factors like this, x minus 1 and x plus 6 and equal to 0. So means this is the quadratic polynomial, x square plus 5x minus 6. So if I can write two factors like this, okay, for the same thing, same way I can write for the question right now, we will have some result like this. So I'll write the factors in the same way. I have the zeros over here. I can write it like this, x minus root 3 by 2 and x plus root 3 by 2 should be equal to 0. This is the polynomial. How come, sir? Please check. If I put 3 by 2 over here, root 3 by 2, it will become 0. This will become 0. If I put it over here, and if I put this over here, it will become 0. It means both. I can write this as simply px. So I can write this simply as a polynomial px is nothing but x times of root 3 by 2 and x plus root 3 by 2. And clearly, if you put the values over here, this is becoming 0. Okay, it means this is the polynomial. Okay, it means the given two values are 0 of this given polynomial px. Okay, that I've written for now. A minus b, a plus b. So a square minus b square. How much is that? X square minus 3 by 2. This is my polynomial, bachcha. This is my polynomial. Okay, if you want, you can write it like this also. 2x square minus 3. You can write it like this also, or both conditions are true. Just taking 2 on this coefficient of x square also. If you multiply 2 with everything, you'll get what? 2x square minus 3. So even this is right, this is also right. Okay, moving on. I hope this is visible. Okay, moving on. Question number 4. Find the zeros of the following polynomial. Again, they've given us quadratic. We have to find the zeros of both of those. Them. Let's see how we can do it for both of the quadratic polynomial. First one is, please have a look. X square minus 3x minus 28, right? Zeros means what? If this is my polynomial px, what I'm going to do? Equate this polynomial to 0. Why, sir? If you don't want to do that, just factorize it right now. So x square plus 7x minus 3x minus 4x actually minus 28. Please take common. X is common here. X plus 7 minus 4 is common here. X plus 7. What I get, bacha? X plus 7 and x minus 4. X minus 4. Now if this is my polynomial px, please answer me. What values of x will make this polynomial 0? If I take x as minus 7, put x as minus 7 over here, this will be 0, whole thing will become 0. Next what? Put x as 4. If you put x as 4, this will become 4 minus 4, 0. So this is 0 means whole thing is 0. Means my answer is this minus 7, comma 4. Means I have the zeros as, these are my what? Zeros of polynomial px, sir. Of polynomial px, sir. Same way, this is going to be your homework. Please solve this and give me the solution or the answer in the comment section. In the comment section. I'll give you a hint. 2x square minus x minus 6 is there, no? For px. Just factorize this. Just factorize it using split the middle term. Multiply the last two, you get the factors. Okay. I think 4x, 3x will come. Please solve it. 4x minus 4x plus 3x would come. Solve it and give me the answer for this. Okay. I hope this is visible. Alright. Moving on to the next problem, question number 5. If x plus a is a 0 of the polynomial, they're saying that this is a polynomial. Okay. Means this is a 0 of a polynomial. Okay. This. Then 2x square plus 3ax plus 1. Okay. Write it here. Find the value of a. Px equals to what, bacha? 2x square plus 3ax plus 1. Okay. All right. So this is actually what x equals to. I think x equals to minus a. This should be x equals to minus a. This should be okay. X equals to minus a. This should be. If I do that, what I'm going to get? X plus a is a factor. Same thing is there. Okay. Either write it as factor or 0. All right. Now please have a look. If I do that, what I'm going to get, bacha? So basically, my x value will be what? X value will be minus a. Okay. Put it here. P of minus a. How much is that? 2 times of minus a ka square plus 3a minus a plus 1. Yes. How much is this? 0, no? It's a 0. It means what? It will be 0 over here. What I'm going to get? 2a square minus 3a square plus 1. Okay. How much is this? Bring this over here. Minus 1 equals to minus a square. Cancel this. How much I'm going to get? A square equals to 1. Okay. It means my values for a is what? Plus minus 1. Okay. So basically this has to be what? This is incorrect. X equals to minus a is there, no? So this a can be what? This a can be plus minus 1. Okay. A can be plus minus 1 in this condition. So I can write here 2x square plus 3ax plus 3x plus 1, or 2x square minus 3x plus 1. I'll have x plus a as a factor. All right, I'll have x plus a as a factor. Okay, we deal with it. We're gonna deal with this kind of questions in the coming sessions. But right now, this is the condition. Please change this. Okay, moving on. So this completes our session number 1 for polynomials. We have talked very basic things, okay, not difficult things, not graphical method. All of this will come. I'll take some previous year questions also to solve in the session. We're going to revise those as well. So there's going to be a lot of things, because our goal is to help you out to get that 99% marks, 95% marks, 100% marks in your boards, okay, and that is without fail. We have to do that, and we can do that. Only thing is that you have to be consistent, you have to be confident that you can do it, and you have to work hard with me. Any queries you have, any doubts you have, anything you want me to change or add, let me know in the comments, because I'm here to help you, bacha. We as a team here at this platform to help you, to make you understand every concept in the simplest possible way. So that is it for the session today, from the basics of polynomials and the zeros of the polynomial. I'll see you in the next session. Please take care of yourself. Please work hard. Okay, take care. Bye bye for now.